through my schedule. And like when you have that designated time, whether it be like in the morning before you go to work, whether it be on your lunch break or something like that, it is a great reset method that we kind of talked about with the Pomodoro effect, right? It gives your mind, that muscle, a break, right? It gives it a little recovery time, a little breathing room, so you're not so glued to the task at hand. And I found myself doing this a lot of times, just in this past week alone, right? Like, because I've noticed, like, when humans in general, I've become more aware of this, but when they get a whole bunch of shit thrown at them, right, and they aren't aware of, like, how to manage, how to structure, how to just like organize, right? Like literally scheduling, time management. They become very overwhelmed, right? And I was becoming overwhelmed, but I was like, okay, Cal, I've been through this before. Like I know I'll get through it, right? Like I have trust in myself. And what do you know? I'm getting through it. I'm already 1 week down. I just got another week to go, and we're chilling, right? At least in my mind. But it is very interesting because when we get thrown a whole bunch of tasks, and when our mind interprets it, at least the way we're conditioned, our mind just doesn't stop. It just continually thinks like out of the moment and about all that future shit that has to get done, right? And that, if you're not aware, right, if you're not consciously aware that you're doing that, it can become very stressful, right? And it can, it'll ruin your present moment, because if you're stressed out, you're probably most likely not making progress in that present moment in time, right? And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with thinking ahead, right? But you got to do it in the right manner, right? In baby steps, right? What can I do now that will help me in the future? How can I plant a seed now that'll grow and flourish into that whatever tree, flower, whatever that goal is, right? And helps you achieve it. And so, if you can be aware of your mind and like the spontaneous thoughts that are coming in at that maybe first hour or days on end, it will help you a lot over time, because through school, through this week of like, my job's training, and just, like YouTube, which is also a big priority of mine, like these, and working out, like all these things, priorities of ours, I'm not saying we the exact same priorities, but, just overall, whatever your priorities are, and they start to get entangled up with kind of like all this side shit, right, that you don't want, like you said, external things out of your control. You got to figure out a way to help, figure a way to keep your priorities straight while also being successful at all of that other crap. So, and I think you did a really good job of explaining how to do that.
Yeah.
And
like going back to just to put into a metaphor, you gotta keep your priorities straight, and a lot of shit will try and get entangled. And you can't let this. You gotta keep them straight. Rubber band, keep it stretched. Those are your priorities. You can't let it get twisted up and knotted, because then those knots are like harmful schools of thought, like stress, frustration, depression, all of these. If you keep everything straight, that you're running towards your goals, keeping the schedule, there's not a lot of room for those mindsets to take hold take root in your brain.
Contamination.
Yeah. But I was gonna say something, but I forgot. But process it real quick. Fuck.
Yeah, you're good. No, you're good.
It'll come back.
Okay.
But it was I think it's fucking something to do with something you said earlier. No, whatever. We'll just move on. It'll come back to me. But going back to like the whole taking a break thing, it's always good. It's never not good to take a break. But it's good to keep your mind sharp.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that should be avoided when scheduling, and that's being too attached.
Yeah. Being flexible.
Too attached to the schedule will be harmful, because if you put too much faith in that, and you start to be shaken and it stops working, so you get knotted up and you can't progress. It's like it's a tightrope. It's a tightrope is what it is. Your goals are a tightrope. They're easy to walk on when they're straight. But if it's all tangled and fucked up, you ain't walking that. You're gonna fall down. And so you gotta keep it keep it good.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, now I remember what I was gonna say. Going back to what you were saying about the 2-hour reset. My reset was the gym. I would like if I I would finish class and I had work to do after. It would be like 5 or something, later in the day. Go to the gym, reset my mind, come back, take a shower, eat, and then I'd get to work. And it helps. That was kind of a looser structure, but the gym is always something I make time for. No matter what I'm doing. If I have the opportunity to work out, I will. But because it's such a necessity in my life. Because it keeps my head clear so I can pursue the mission. And sometimes when I'm away for too long, the knots are present. And working out pulls them tight. So you gotta keep the knots out of the string.
Yeah.
And it's very good as a reset. That's another good thing. You need to, not just taking a break. Taking a break is good, but if you can find like a mental reset button, where you got all this shit on your whiteboard in your mind, get that eraser and you wipe it, and you can reset. You need to find a reset, no matter what it is. Be it painting, video games, if it helps for you, or the gym,
Going for a walk.
meditation, going for a walk. Cooking, anything.
Breathing.
Breathing, yeah, fucking breathing. Taking it slow. You need to take it slow.
Baby steps.
If you can find something that helps you take it slow, and reset your mind, clean the slate of all the bullshit, all the distraction, all of the necessity that you need to do. If you can find a moment within the day or an activity that you make time for, that you can actively reset. You can press the reboot button on your brain to get all this fuckery out of it. Even where you have the schedule to fall back on. So you can think of it like shutting down your computer. It's healthy for you. It's not supposed to be on all the time. It's not supposed to be running all the time. You hit that restart button, cleans the slate. You're bogged down by work, but you're following the schedule. You're keeping stuff good, but you have to do all this shit, and you're doing everything, but it's always on your mind. You need to find an activity where you can have nothing on your mind, you can just clean it, and you're like, I'm ready. I go to the gym, I pump iron, I get the negativity out, but I also reset my mind. I come out there feeling accomplished, and I'm ready to take on the next task that I have to. And you need to find something that will help you do that. So find an activity that you can reset your mind with and make time for it every day. Because you need a reset. No matter what, you need a reset. It is a form of break, but it is separate from an enjoyable fun break and I need time break. It is a break in and of itself. It is a mind break. Not just for your brain, but it is a next, wipe it, move on. Wipe it, move on. You need time for that.